Hello guys, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing good. Gonna go ahead and straight up break down the charts, exactly what happened today, and exactly my thought process behind this trade right here that I took on CPI data. Let's go ahead and get it started. So first and foremost, what I look for is high points of liquidity, that being London session and previous day sessions. So straight up, the first thing I do is I'll mark London's high from the previous session. I'll mark London's low right here. And that's the day of, not the day before. So the day of, I'll mark London's, and then I'll mark the daily highs and the daily lows from that previous. So you can see right here and London. Previous day lows right there. All right. So the first thing I look at is these highs and lows. Why highs and lows? Because that's the biggest point of liquidity where pending orders sit at, and it's basically where we look to get the most moves. As we can see, this is exactly what happens at CPI data. What happens? Liquidates all the highs. London's high and previous day high. For what? To go the other direction. So on this specific time frame, always use the 5 minute, we can see what happens exactly at 8:30. 8:30 CPI news data comes out and we liquidate all the highs. So after this gets done happening, I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're liquidating all the highs. That's the first step. That means we're looking for sales, automatically looking for sales. Now, my entry model is liquidate all the highs, give me a nice order block with a fair value gap or an imbalance, and take the retracement back to that order block. Debate, and then my stop loss and my take profit is always the same. It's a fix. So right after we get manipulating all these highs here from the previous sessions, now we can start looking for entries. My entry was right here. So as you can see, what happened there? We get this move after CPI data around 1, 2, 3, 5 candles of 5 minutes just pass by, so around 25 minutes. And then we get the entry right there, like around 35, 40 minutes after the macros. So right now we see it. Okay, what do I see? Last opposing candle before this big move that leaves an imbalance in price. That to me is a plus setup right there. I'll take that any day of the week. Now we look for the sells right at that point. So if we go back, I'll show you my thought process around it. So right when that candle gets done closing right here, and I see that there's that fair value gap right there, or an imbalance, so you can see in price in the 5 right there. So I'll take that right there as the entry. I'll take the entry right at the last opposing candle, right there at the wick. I'll take it there. I have a fixed stop loss, so 10 pip. Actually, did I take 10 pip? No, I did not. I took a 20 pip take profit and a 16 pip stop loss. I'll explain why. Because when we have this kind of news events, we tend to make more volume. The candles have more volume. So usually when we're trading um, low volume markets, we usually stick to 10 pip to 8 pip stop loss. But in this case, if I was to put an 8 pip stop loss, it's not a really smart stop loss because the stop loss would be right here, and that order block that is made before the big move actually ends here. Therefore, I have to double everything. So that means I have to double my take profit, and that means I have to double my stop loss to cover me in case it stops me out. But if I was to do a 10 pip stop loss, it would not, 8 pip stop loss, it would not cover me at all. It wouldn't be smart of me. So I doubled everything, make sure that's covering me. So 16 pip stop loss, 20 pip take profit. And then we can see what happens next. and take profit. And that's pretty much it. That was pretty much my thought process. Obviously, the move was a lot greater. This could have been a 1 to 5, 1 to 4, but I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in getting my fair of the move, and I'm happy with that. And I'll move on to the next thing. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions.